You're watching Fox 6 News with Brian Christie and Esther Troe. Your station for balanced news.
And controversial decision. The Supreme Court upholds a ban on an abortion procedure. Next, we've got both sides of a very emotional issue. The Supreme Court has upheld a ban on the controversial partial birth abortion. It was a 5-4 ruling. It says the Partial Birth Abortion Ban Act, which became law in 2003, is constitutional. Justice Anthony Kennedy is in the majority opinion. He writes that the act does not violate a woman's constitutional right to an abortion. In the dissent, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg writes that the ruling chips away at abortion rights.
The Supreme Court decision drew strong reactions here in San Diego, and Fox 6 reporter Christine Frizzell looks at all sides of what this means.
We're grateful that women will be spared the emotional trauma of this particular late-term abortion procedure, which requires her baby to be partially delivered before her baby's life is ended.
It's the decision some call a slam-dunk victory. A federal law now stands with Supreme Court backing.
Because this procedure includes the partial birth of that child, that it actually then would stand constitutional muster.
And it did, much to the dismay of Dr. Catherine Sheehan, an OBGYN with Planned Parenthood.
For the first time in history, Congress has made a crime for doctors to provide the best care possible for their patients.
A major concern for opponents of this decision is not the ruling itself, but the legal ramifications it may have for the future.
The legal writing of the Supreme Court today opens the door to an endless possibility of additional prohibitions and restrictions on abortion rights in the United States.
The replacement of Sandra Day O'Connor by Sam Alito appears to have had a decisive impact on how the court addressed this question, and indeed how the court may address abortion questions in the future.
Some think it may add fuel to an already fiery debate.
And I don't think that the state or the government should make that decision for you. Every child needs a voice, and even though they can't speak, they still have a heart.
These opinions echo years of protest on both sides of the issue.
If the woman wants to live, and it's either her or the baby, and she chooses herself, then I don't think there should be a ban against that.
So I don't see how a doctor could personally do an abortion and take the Hippocratic Oath.
The new law won't affect the way anything is done in San Diego, since the banned procedure isn't performed here. Christine Frizzell, Fox 6 News.
And court observers think today's ruling may signal more changes to abortion laws in future Supreme Court decisions.